Let's see how it does this go around. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Let's see how our internet is today. Actually, we're shifting things up a little bit. I'm using this service, the cell service on the phone, keeping my fingers, my toes, my tongue crossed, about everything I can cross here. Good day, everybody. Hey, Stephen Davis down from Sydney, Australia. Hope everybody's enjoying their morning. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of a week, everyone. I was just checking in on two of our newest residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, Buddy the Bobcat and Kisa Marie the Lynx. Hey, Lois. Let's see, Lori Heath is here. We got already 128 people on the stream today. Not bad. Life is good. Good to hear that Facebook is giving us some notifications. Morning, Jeremy. Let's see who else is here. Hi, Wendy Franks. Lori Heath saying, woohoo, notification worked. I love to hear it. Now I can see Miss Kisa Marie walked over to Buddy. Miss Kisa Marie has found herself a nice little shade spot. Admittedly, I can tell Keesa Marie is a little curious about when her meal is coming, and so I don't want her to hang out too much in the sun asking for food. So I'm glad that she's making her way back over to her perch or platform to get some shade and enjoy herself. But if I'm not mistaken, this would be the first time that we have seen Buddy and Keesa Marie on a live post enjoying the space in their free-roaming habitats. That's a good spot for a 21-year-old lynx, Miss Keesa Marie, right in the shade. You can see she's got a pool there. She has some a surplus of water sources. I see 2 water buckets along her habitat wall. And then, of course, that indoor room, which is going to be staying a little cooler. And certainly water sources in there and other enrichment that's going to keep this elderly lady nice and cool. Look at all this. I haven't seen one connection interrupted yet. I am using the cell phone service and not the Wi-Fi. I see Maria P saying you're very blurry. Well, at least it's not interrupting the connection. I'd rather have a little blur than losing you guys every waking moment. I couldn't even get a sentence out this whole week because the connection has been so shoddy. But yesterday we were drilling down and trying to figure out our Wi-Fi issues, and Monday or Tuesday we're going to have someone be coming on site to see if they can get their hands around the issue. But welcome. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday today. I can see Lynx Kisa Marie certainly is, and just like you guys are accustomed to seeing in all of our habitats, is not only is there plenty of places to climb and hop up on and really express those feline tendencies that our rescues have, but also plenty of places to stay cool in the shade, and that's particularly important for a cat like Kisa Marie. That was one thing that was special about the rehoming of Kisa Marie and Buddy. Is that these guys are both geriatric cats. Keesa Marie is 21 years old, Buddy being 18 years old. Where they came from in Ohio, this woman had some life changes, and she was actually owned a facility, legally had these cats, and they were under great care. And fortunately, we were able to offer them a forever home when this woman had those changes in their life. And as you guys kind of followed along with their rescue, it was definitely a difficult decision for us to make, knowing the age of those cats and how stressful transport can be. But happy that both of these two have made it safe and sound and really have come into the swing of a wild at heart life. So let's see if we can find Buddy the Bob over here. He was hanging out right in his dog glue earlier this morning. Speaking about the swing of a wild at heart life, he knows that this is the lockout where he's comes into, and we're able to feed Buddy. Looking at a few comments here while I make my way around Buddy's free roaming habitat. It's it's a large space, and so it was Rio and Nico who are in this habitat. They've moved over one habitat over, so a little bit of musical cats happening over here. And heck, even better, if we can't find Buddy in his habitat, that just means that he's spending time inside. And it was cool to see him spending some time outside this morning. And he says, I know I can go inside. I know I have a shade spot here and a shade spot there. Wonderful, wonderful to hear. Let's see, where in the world is Bobcat Buddy? Maybe I'm gonna have to say he might be in his indoor bedroom, which is totally great, Mr. Bud. Plenty of pathways mode for Mr. Buddy, but certainly lots of that kind of natural look in our habitats, which I love, and I know that our cats certainly love. As I said, I was out taking photos this morning, and I was looking for Sebastian the serval. I found Luna up on one of her perches and platforms, but Sebastian is pretty much covered entirely by a little bush there. All I saw were those big serval ears popping out. So whenever I see that our residents have the opportunity to do that across their entire habitat, is kind of disappear themselves, I think that's so special and really lends to a wild at heart life. I'm going to make one more little kind of circle over to see if I see Buddy. I did see Caracal Aurora out. I kind of want to keep it close to the chest in terms of connection wise. I don't want to go too far since we have had a solid connection today. While I'm walking here, catch up on some comments. Patricia A, where are you, buddy boy? I'm curious too, Mr. Buddy. You were hanging out in your lockout, or not in your lockout, in your dog Glue. And I can only imagine he's hanging out in his indoor bedroom. Hey, Nancy Bartum, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. Daniel K says, Judson, Daniel. Glad to have you, Daniel. Yowzer, Naomi Gerhard, 92 degrees in Rhode Island. It's been a hot week across the entire United States, and as a matter of fact, even in parts of Europe, it's been really shocking warm temperatures. So we know that we're doing everything to keep our cats safe, and be sure to do everything to keep yourself safe and comfortable in these hot temperatures. Faith Warner says, love his new habitat. It's a really great space for these two. And we kind of shared an update on these two yesterday with some photos in their habitat. And really, you know, things have been going great. Buddy and Kisa Marie, kind of as I've been explaining, are both doing great. And when it comes to eating, it took Buddy was a little bit more pickier than Kisa Marie, but he likes some of our ground diet that he's really taken a liking to. And Kisa Marie a little less bashful about the food, but she's a little bit slower, a little bit daintier of an eater than Buddy, which is totally okay. Yeah. She says, a lady takes her time. I'm just looking. I do hear some caretakers in the building of Small Cat Track, so now I can confirm that Buddy is probably in there. Since I don't see Aurora either. But definitely, you know, with Buddy and Kisa Marie kind of talking about as their wild at heart life is getting going here, Buddy and Kisa Marie are a little bit on the heavier side, so that's definitely in kind of already rolled into our caretaking of these two, is getting a diet that's right for them and helping them drop a little bit of weight. Buddy and Kisa Marie are both declawed on their front paws, so we want to make sure that both of these cats are at a healthy weight, so they're going to stay nice and pain-free as they're in their geriatric years, both of them. Kisa Marie being 21 and Mr. Buddy being 18. Chizzy Lovell's asking, do Buddy and Kisa Marie get ice water? They certainly do. You can see a little pool here where caretakers have put some ice chunks in for them. just giving them an extra cool spot to drop in, maybe drop their paws in there to cool them off, or if they want to take a sip. And you guys know that with the success of our Food and Wellness Center fundraiser, we have an ice machine coming on the way, which is going to be absolutely awesome towards keeping those water buckets cold, towards enrichment, towards helping a cat like Kisa Marie during the summer months. We can just drop ice and she can lay on it or walk across it. It's going to cool those paw pads and cool her belly. It's a really awesome tool that Teresa devised, our caretaking manager. Holy bucket, someone's asking, how do I sponsor two? These two are, how do I sponsor them? They're so special. That was Holly asking that, and I see one of the interns has already provided you a link to our sponsor form, and Holly, that's incredibly generous of you, and sponsorship is a very important part of ensuring the life of a cat like Kisa Marie is lived to its fullest. And our sponsorship program is going to help Kisa Marie if there's any type of emergency veterinary appointments. It's going to help us ensure we're decorating her habitat with all of the special items that a geriatric cat like her would need. And then twofold, you get to share in Kisa Marie's life. We get to send you updates on her. You can reach out to us and ask for photo updates or anything that you would like that's going to help you bond with this cat to really help you understand how important that sponsorship is. What do you think, Goofy? I'm gonna try Mr. Buddy again. Maybe they finished up their meal and he's walked outside. I'm gonna go try Bobcat Buddy. And I think I saw a question on yesterday's post when we shared Buddy and Kisa Marie's update, is that are they merged? And no, these two are not merged. Obviously, you can see me walking through to both of these habitats. But Buddy and Kisa Marie did not live together at their former home in Ohio. And given both of their ages and the fact that a merge is definitely something that can be a stressful experience, even if the merge is successful in the end. So given both of those guys' age, we just want to make sure that they're going to be staying happy and healthy here. And if it means they're going to be living in separate habitats, that's totally okay. I think we're on strike 2 for Buddy. We'll definitely have to come out here on another post next week perhaps and see if we can catch Buddy enjoying some shade in his yard, because as you can see, it is loaded with shade spots, and Mr. Buddy's got the run of the lot. Awesome to see. Looking at a few comments here. Faith Warner asking, has the former owner seen any updates? The former owner is actually sponsoring Kisa Marie, which is really special. So she is definitely taking part in their updates. Jeannie Curry saying, such a great retirement home for geriatric big cats. We couldn't agree more, Jeannie. And for many of you who've been following the Wildcat Sanctuary for some time, and you know, very simply, that's why we took this type of rehoming upon us, is because it's almost what we do best, is providing a forever home for those cats who are geriatric, who are physically compromised, or those with special needs. And we're happy that we're able to be that type of space for Kisa Marie and Buddy. Keesa. Speaking of different Keesa, Keesa the Lynx, Kisa Marie, Kisa Marie. Well, this is Dream, the Bengal, and then that is Keesa's paw, reaching out, just touching her little best friend there, letting her know that she's loved even when they're napping. Just looking at a few comments here, everyone. Wendy B saying, so glad Buddy and Kisa Marie are adjusting well. So are we, Wendy. And again, that was just a big part of that rescue, is ensuring their health and safety with their age and that type of transport happening. Elise and I made about a I think it was about 22-hour drive all the way back to the sanctuary. And certainly something that we're happy that they are happy and healthy, and that's something that we were calculating in our decision. So I see we can get the cat's eye view of what the Keesa and Dream are looking out from their favorite hiding spot. Kyra, one of the interns, is entering. It looks like she's maybe changing out some litter boxes or doing some cleaning. So that's what Keesa and Dream see. They hang out in their box. Hey. Uh-oh, I think I was getting a little comfortable with my cell service. And Wildcat Pine, or excuse me, Small Cat Track traditionally is a tough area. So I don't want to go too far. I'm going to double check to see if maybe Aurora has made it back outside, but we'll go back over to Kisa Marie and sign off with her. And again, next week on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to have our internet people out here. Yep, I think Aurora's still inside. And we're going to drill down and get a hold of the issues that have been happening here so we can rectify our live posts. And we've been having our regular old Zoom meetings that we conduct every day. Those have been dropping. When I'm just trying to monitor Facebook, my computer has been malfunctioning, the internet's been dropping. So, we're all looking forward to this problem being resolved just as much as you are. Oh, there we go, Keesa. She says, let me just lay right down. Yeah, certainly. Thanks for everyone being patient with us this week. And of course, we're trying to celebrate Tammy's 50th birthday, and I can't even connect with you guys on a live post to thank everyone who's given a gift of $50 for Tammy's 50th or encourage you to give a gift for Tammy's 50th. It's definitely frustrating, so don't forget that as well. Next week will kind of be the crescendo, if you will. Tammy's birthday happening on the 28th. We're going to do a big kind of live post spree as we always do. And it was good to hear from her yesterday. We're going to give a more formal introduction to Kiara, the newest dog member here at the sanctuary. But nonetheless, everyone, thanks for being patient with us throughout the week. And thanks for offering your love and support to Buddy and Kisa Marie. And of course, helping celebrate Tammy's 50th as well. I'm sure it's going to be the best one yet. And looking forward to that big celebration again next week on the 28th. Look at all the goodbyes and thank yous. Pandora P saying, I gave. Well, thank you for that, Pandora. Very much appreciated. And I said this earlier on a live post this week, but it's Tammy's turning 50, and we're hoping to get $50, a gift of $50 to help us fill the freezer. And the long and short of it is we typically receive a $30,000 donation from Tyson Chicken. And for some extenuating circumstances from the pandemic and the supply chain, that didn't happen. So Tammy's birthday wish is for us to hopefully can recoup a portion of those costs and fill our freezer. So Pandora, thank you for participating. But that $50, Tammy's turning 50. I turned 30 last weekend, so maybe if that $50 number isn't right for you and $30 is going to be a little bit better, hey, consider a $30 gift, and that's going to be very much appreciated as well. Kisa Marie, you're just like the rest of them now. She's like, oh, is he still talking over there? Oh, brother. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Glad it was a little less of a bumpy ride for everyone. And I hope you all have a safe and wonderful weekend. And we will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary on Monday.